start doing is when you do recalls like that, you'll have somebody hold them, and then they'll stop until he calms, and then you'll call him, right? Okay. So otherwise, you'll get too much, right? So if they want to stand, they want to bite the person to get loose and all that stuff. So what you're going to start doing is saying, you may drive, somebody restrains the drive, so you can make energy for coming to you, but he doesn't get the lead until he's.
Oh, okay. Because up till this point, we always release him. When he's crazy.
Right. Yeah. That's a great in the beginning, but that can be problematic as you go, right? So what we do some of is like food. Here, buddy. Call it. Yeah. Yes. So we wait until he stabilizes. So we can load him, and then you stop, and we just wait until he's quiet, and then we let him come. Right. So you still get the intensity, but he puts the intensity inside. He internalizes the intensity instead of externalizes it. Right. Especially with German Shepherds, who can be quite external, and if they learn to vocalize for stuff they want, it's really hard. If they start doing it in your obedience and stuff, they squeak and bark and chirp, and then getting rid of that can be a pain in the neck, right? Or impossible, actually, right? So what we want to do is, with German Shepherds especially, I make them internalize their energy to get to things they want. Okay. Because they tend to, we make distinctions frequently between what we call internal and external dogs. And an external dog is a dog that shows all of its internal emotional state on the outside. They bounce, they wag their tail, they chitter, they speak, they make noise, they're like, ooh, very animated, outgoing dogs. And you see, ooh, look, that dog's excited. Look, that dog motivated. Other dogs are what we call internal. Like the classic internal dog is the border collie, right? A border collie can be very motivated, and when they get concentrated, they get quiet. They sit and stare, and all that energy goes inside. It's like all bottled up inside. And they're just as motivated as the other dog. They're just putting the energy inside and doing quiet behavior, right? So if I have an external dog, and I reward them a lot for externalizing, it becomes very difficult for them to be quiet and sit still and things like that. They frequently do really pretty flashy obedience and things like that, because when they get excited, they're like up and they're prancing and their tail's wagging and they're moving. It looks beautiful. But you have to be very careful also that you're not rewarding something you don't want with that package. And vocalization with the German Shepherd is one of them. You do not want it anywhere except in the blind when he's barking. Nowhere else, because it will be a nightmare, right? Yeah. So you can get him excited, and then